I was like, I don't know how to do that.
The one?
Berlin
No,
theme?
no, we don't have the theme.
Okay.
So let me go back to it and then I'll show you.
Okay.
Okay. Do you guys see my window? No. I don't even know when I'm sharing and when I'm not sharing. Here it is. All right, there it is. I'm gonna do it again, so no big deal. I'm gonna do everything, and undo is pretty cool because it will undo everything. Okay, there it is. Ooh, there. All right, so the first thing you want to do is step number 1 is type the words Aylin Insurance. So here we go. Aylin Insurance. And then on B, we're going to put premium analysis. On A1, Aylin Insurance. And on A2, premium analysis. Okay. Let's go ahead and start typing that. I think we're recording now. Yeah, I see it. Good to continue? Okay, the next thing it says on the, I'm going on what the book says, okay? In cells A1 and A2, change the theme. We can't change the theme. There's no themes on the online version. So we're gonna skip that part. And then continue with the sentences. The next sentences says, apply the title cell style to cells A1 and A2. So that's what I did next. I highlighted these two, A1 and A2. I went to cell styles, and right here I apply the title, which will make it huge. There, see? Again, I went to cell styles, and the title style is right there. Here it is. You have to make sure that you're selecting the two cells, cell A1 and cell A2, before you can go here. Because if you do it and you're somewhere else, it's not gonna do anything. That's what you're gonna think is nothing is happening. So you have to make sure that you select them both. All right, so ready for the next? Let's continue with the next step. All right, the next step says to change the font size on cell A1 to 26 points. Because right now, if you notice, right here is set to 18. So they want us to go 26 points. All you have to do is click on the little arrow and scroll down to UC 26. Here's my 26. You notice as I scroll down how it increases the size? 26, that's what they want. So I'm gonna click it. The cell adjusted automatically. And then it says on A2, they want us to do size 18, which is already 18, so I don't have to do anything. The next thing says to merge and center the two rows. It's starting from A1 all the way down to E1. So highlight A1, move the mouse all the way down to E1 to select that part. Now we're gonna do what is called the merge and center, which is this button right here. Merge and center. Right here. So I click it and I merge it and center across these cells. Now instead of being A1, B1, C1, D1, and E1, it's just one single cell, A1. Okay. I'll do the same thing for premium analysis or cell A2, B2, C2, D2, and E2. I'm gonna merge and center also.
Can you do both at the same time?
Yeah, no, you can't do both at the same time.
No.
Doesn't allow it, no. You have to do one at a time. I mean, one row, A1, B1, C1, D1, and E1 first. You try to do both, it doesn't like it. Not even on the regular Excel.
Okay.
Merging means it's like mixing. It doesn't allow the mixing because if you try to do the four, it will do the four things at the same. It will do, I'm sorry, A1 and A2. It will convert them all into A1.
Can you explain to me again how to stretch the from A to E?
Just click on A1 and then move the mouse all the way down to E1.
I'm using a laptop with a mouse on the keyboard.
Uh-huh.
So
You're having a hard time?
yeah, because I don't have a regular mouse. I'm using a laptop where it has the center mouse.
Uh-huh. It has the touchpad, they call it, no? All right, this is what you need to do. To make it easy, you can press the shift key and then hold it down and then move the arrow to the right. And then it does the same thing. If you can do it that way, if not, you'll have to just click on it, select it, and it's gonna be hard because you can't, it won't let you select, I guess. You have to press, I guess, one of the buttons to hold it and then move the thing to the side. It's easy if you can press the shift key and then the arrows. Can you move the arrows or it doesn't let you?
Shift.
Laptops, I don't think the laptops, to activate the arrows, you have to press one function key. I think on some, so I don't know on that one, your laptop particularly, how the keyboard is.
Okay. Yeah, I cannot get it, but I'll figure it out. Thank you.
All right. All right, so once we do those two things, we have completed. No, we need the border. The next thing, the last thing, it says draw a thick outside border around the range A1 and A2. So this time we select the two ranges already, merged in center. And then we're gonna go to the borders. This right here are the borders. So let me just draw a little circle around it so you guys know here. Those are the borders right there. And it has a very tiny little arrow. You have to click on the tiny arrow and then locate the outside borders. These are the thick outside borders. We click on that, and you have to click away from it in order to see what happened. It made it like a very thick border around it. You don't see the top part because of the lines right here, but it's there. That's what I was showing on the print preview. Okay. So that completes step number 1. That's step number 1, okay? All right, so let's continue. Once we're done with that, I'm ready to go to number 2. Number 2 says change the width of column A to 20 points. So this is column A right here. I can just go right here this way, or I can right click and go to column width, see? But it's gonna be, it's easy just to click it and then go with 20. 16, 17, 21, right there, 20, see? It's kind of hard with the mouse, but I just did. So it made this thing huge. So it didn't change this, the title. It only changed the A1. I mean the column A in general, see? So if I go right here and I go column width, see, 20, I can just type it. So there's 2 ways to do it. I can stretch it out, or I can right click in the middle of them when the arrows show that the double line with the arrows pointing to the right and to the left. I can right click and go to column width, and here it is, and I put 20. Okay. So now it's set to 20. See this one, notice how it's bigger? Well, now they want us to change the columns from B through E to 14 points. So now this one's B, C, D, and E, they wanted to change it to 14 points. But because it's all of them, I can do them all in one shot. If I click on B and I move the mouse on top of the C, D, and E, I already selected all of them. I can just do one and they all be the same thing. So I can right click and go column width and put 14. And then click OK, and they're all going to be 14 now. There it is, see? So that way I did it all in one shot. I'll repeat these 2 steps in case it's a little confusing, okay? First of all, look at column A. See, column A is set to what, 11 or 9, 843. So they want us to do column A to 20 points. I said there's two ways to do it. One way is to click right here and then just kind of like eyeball it until you get to 20, which is really hard. Or you can just right click between the 2 points. When you see, notice how you see a double line with 2 arrows facing opposite. I can right click right there when I see those arrows and go column width right here. I click it and a little window is going to come up. It's easier just to type on the little window the number you need, 20. We need 20 units. So we'll go okay. Oh, I did it all. You know why? Because I had them all selected. Sorry. I still had everything selected. So I just have to do. Oh, wait, that's all of them at the same time. Aunque no quiera. So it doesn't, I have to do it manually. So the first one, it has to be done manually. Somehow it does them all. There is 20. There is 20. So see, I did only one. It just did that 20. Because we just want this one 20, the other one's 14. All right, so you might have to do it this way manually. Because somehow I did all of them for me. So now the next one, B, C, and D, and E, we can all do them together. So you highlight them like this. And this one you can just right click anywhere where you see the two lines with arrows. Right click and go to column width. This one should be 14. Okay, and then everything is going to expand. See, now I have the correct size on all of them. If you can do one at a time and it's easy for you doing one at a time, do one at a time. If it's easy, just dragging the lines right here, do it that way. Whichever way is easier for you, okay? I'm just showing the two ways possible. Also, look at, they want us to change the height, so row 3 to 36 points and row 14 to 2550. All right, so let's do first row 3. Everybody done with this part, or you guys need me to repeat it? Or have any questions? Okay.
Can you please repeat it?
Okay. Let me undo it here. All right, so once we have the border and all that, the first thing they want us to do is to resize the columns. But I realized that the resizing the column A, it resizes everything if I do it like this. Because you notice how it highlights everything? So we have to actually do the first one by dragging it to 20. You can see my little numbers there. Right now it's on 14, 15, 17. I have to go really slow. 18, 19, 20. Right there. See, 20. Or 145 pixels. So as soon as I have that 20, I'm going to let go. Okay, so see, notice how A is a little wider than the other ones. Okay, so that I'm done with that. So I did it manually by dragging the little line to expand it. Okay, so the next one, I don't have to do that because I can highlight all this by clicking on A, holding down the mouse buttons, B, C, D, and E. That way I highlight all 4 columns in one step. Now I can bring the mouse and also click anywhere. I can do it on the B, or I can do it on the C and D, or the D and E. Right click, go to column width, and put this one, they want 14. That way it will do all 4 columns at the same time. Okay, now how it's expanded. So I already expanded A to 20, B, C, D, and E to 14. Okay, the last thing on step number 2, it says to now the height for row 3. This is row 3, and here's the height right here. They want it to 36 points. I can either drag it here until I go to 36 points. I'm 33, 36. Yeah, it went up 36.75. There, 36. See, this way is kind of hard to do it. It's easier if I just bring the mouse between the 2 points right here and then go row height. Okay, row height. And I'm gonna put, they want us to put 36. I press enter, or okay, and there it is. See, notice how wide it is now? That's how they want it. And then the next one is, also they want the same, well, not the same size, but they also want me to fix 14. So I'm gonna go to 14 and scroll down a little bit. Here's 14. That row, they want us to have it at 25.5. So I'm gonna do it the same way. I'm gonna right click. I'm gonna go row height. And I'm gonna put 25.5. You know, enter doesn't work. You have to click OK. There it is. Just expanded it. So I have 3 and 14 expanded. And I'm zooming a lot, so mine looks really big because I zoom in a lot. So if I zoom out a little bit, that's 140%. So you see it better. See?
Highlight all 14 all across.
Huh?
On 14, do you have to highlight it all
No,
across?
you just click on the number itself, on number 14. Yeah, like that. And then
Okay, I got
it gets highlighted automatically. So just click on the number. The same thing on A and B. Just click on the number. Okay. So that completes the step number 2. So far, we've done step 1 and 2 from the in the lab's insurance premium worksheet, lab number 1. Okay.
What's the size of that?
A 14 is 25.5.
25?
2550, 2550.
Thank you.
All right, so now we are on number 3. It says to enter the column titles on row number 3 and row titles in the range A13 to A16. It's shown in figure 272. Okay, well, let's do the first part. Enter titles in row 3 and row titles in the range A13 to A16. All right, so let's start that. Titles right here. The first title is customer. The next title is previous. And you notice that it's on the bottom, so you have to press on the keyboard, you have to press the Alt key and the Enter keys in order to type on the bottom of this thing. Okay. I just did. It doesn't look nothing like I did nothing, but as soon as I start typing, you'll see balance. So previous balance, that's how they want it, okay?
I'm sorry, Mr. Vasquez, how did you say to do that?
Don't forget that you type first the word previous, and don't press enter, don't do anything. You just have to press Alt on the keyboard and then enter. And it automatically will go to the next line. Alt, enter. And then payments.
Oh, okay. Thank you, Mr. Vasquez.
And then on the next one is install fee. Installment fee or installment fee? Installment fee. And then the last one is again the same thing. Current first. Current. Alt enter. And then on the bottom we're gonna type balance. Okay, so those are the titles they want us to do. All right, so let's make sure that you're keeping up. Customer, previous balance, payments, installment fee, and current balance. Okay. Also, they want us to do the 14, what did I say? Go back to the next page. They want us to do A13 to A16. As shown in figure 272. A13 to A16. All right, so right here, they want us to type the followings. Total, enter, average. Hey, wait a minute. I think I made a mistake myself. Oh no, it's fine. It's correct. So average. my big old mouse out of the way. I made the arrow bigger so you guys could see it. Lowest, and I could see it too. And then highest. Yeah, I'm missing the, what happened here? All right. All right, so that's what they want us to type, these three. Doesn't say nothing about the customers yet. So far, that's what we need to do. Customer, previous balance, payments, installment fee, current balance, and on 13 total, 14 average, 15 lowest, and 16 highest. Okay. I'm still on step number 3. How are we doing? Good?
Yes. I did mine on Tuesday after we finished class. The only thing I didn't know how to do those words that you told us right now.
The
And
alt
then you know how it has highlighted and the numbers in white? I didn't know how to do that. I was able to do the yellow, but I couldn't do the numbers in white.
Yeah, because when we're done, I said it will look something like this.
Online, it doesn't let you, I think, do the white numbers.
Oh, yeah, it does. It does. You'll use it right now.
Okay. And then I didn't know how to do that. And then in the bottom where you have the total, it asked for the double line in yellow and it did it in blue and I couldn't get it to yellow.
All right, all right.
So
We'll
those
fix
are
it
the
right now.
things that I still need to do. So when you get there, I can correct it.
Yeah, this is a really good exercise because they have so much stuff to do.
Yeah, but I was able to do most of it.
All right, great, great. Okay, so that completes that part of the step 3. We're still on the step 3. Look at what it says on the step 3. The second sentence says, center the columns titles on the range A3, I'm sorry, to E3. So center them. Bold the titles in the range A13 to A16 and change, let's do one at a time. Apply center the column titles on the range A13 to E13. So this right here, A3 to E3. They want us to center these titles. So we'll just click on the center button right here. So this is the center button right here. We'll put everything in the middle, look at it. Yeah. And if you look at the textbook, it matches the picture that it shows there. That's how they have them centered. They haven't read, we haven't done anything with the colors yet. We'll do the colors towards the end, I guess. So there it is, the center. Okay, so just highlight them and then click on center.
What are you highlighted?
Just select them like that. And then you click on the center button. All right.
Teacher, you are on the page you already did. Can you put the other one?
What other one?
You are on the page you already did.
I'm on step 3.
But can you move this
So
one?
what you show in your screen is the page that is already done.
Put on the screen that one is completed?
Yes.
Yeah.
No, that's the one we have. The one
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, guys. You know, I didn't switch. I thought I had switched.
I was kind of lost. Sorry.
Oh, wow. And thanks for letting me know. Yeah, this one we highlight them like this. And then we go center.
Okay.
Here's a little center button I was pointing at. I thought I was still on that I had switched. And because I don't see what you guys see. You guys see, you know, whatever I'm sharing, and I thought I had switched back to this one. All right, so there it is, center. Let me just clear this part. All right. On the same thing, it says now apply the heading 4 cell style to the range A3 to E3. So we're gonna apply heading number 4. So we're gonna highlight it. We're gonna go to cell styles, and it's heading number 4 right here.
Oh, yeah. Yes.
So there's heading number 4. All right. So it's done. Now, if you want it yellow, we can change that at the end. Let's not worry about the colors right now until we finish this thing, okay? And then the next thing says apply the total cell style to the range A13, E13. So this is A13 and this is E13. So this one we're gonna apply the total style. So cell styles and then total. Okay, so then it's applied. And you can't see anything unless I click away from it. You see the line. See, notice you put a border on top and a double bottom at the bottom. Let me just zoom in a little bit more. See? But when you have it highlighted, you can't see anything because it doesn't show you until you click away, meaning click on another cell just to deselect what you just selected. All right, so this one right here, we apply this style right here. All the styles are right here on cell styles. So the style that we applied was the total style. And for the other one was the heading 4. So there all the styles are right here. And don't forget that I'm recording this. So at the end, I'll put it on the, if you're falling a little bit behind on this thing, okay? Because it has a bunch of stuff. That's why I wanted it to be kind of like an assignment and like a homework because it's a lot of work.
When I open the cell style, which one did I click?
For the 13, you highlighted 13?
Yeah.
It's the total style. This right here.
Yeah, cell style. And when it's open, which one did I click?
For the 13 is the total style. And for the 3 is going to be the heading 4. For this one that I'm highlighting right now is the total style. All right. So the next thing they also want us to do the average, lowest and highest, all those 3 from A13, A13, I'm sorry, A13 to A16. They want us to bold them. But the total is already bolded when we did the total style, but we'll do it again. So you have to click twice to notice bolding it makes it a little darker. So now they're bolded or they're bold. And then the last thing on 13 is to change the font from A3, I'm sorry, to E16 to 12 points. So A3, this is A3, all the way down to E16. So this is C16. They want us to change it to 12 points. See right here? Right now it's set to 11, so we're just gonna go one more. See? It's moving, so notice how you can make it bigger or smaller? 12. Okay. And that completes 3. We did a bunch of stuff on 3. First, we put the titles, these titles right here. And then we added this other titles right here. And then we apply the heading for this. We apply the total style for this. We bold this right here from A13 to E13. And then we change the font size for all this to 12 points. All right, that completes step number 3. But look at all these things we did just on 3 steps. It's a bunch of stuff. And on this one, you have to go exactly as it says on the textbook, one at a time. Otherwise, it gets really confusing. I was getting confused because I was getting ahead of myself. So that could happen. Are we ready for 4? On 4 it says enter the data in table 2.6 in the range A4 to C12. So this comes a big work here, a big job. But we have to type all this stuff. So it's A4 to C12. So that means we're gonna put all this information right here in that section, which is found on the textbook, on the thing. Okay. Wait a minute. Se me salió. ¿Qué cosa? So I'll give you a couple of minutes to complete the other one, and then we can do that. Okay, so that's what we're gonna type. Let me clear this. I want to clear the formats. Okay, there you go. So that's the part we need to type. Let me clear format on this. So it should look like that. I'll zoom it in so you guys can copy it from my thing if it's easier, or look it up on the textbook. Okay. So we got Robin Albasco. And those are the amounts. I already had typed it on the other one. That's why I just copy and pasted it, because I had typed it. So we got Albasco Robin, J. Dion, Brad Goodman, Rainey Hill, Albert Clondy, Rose Lange, Jeffrey Moore, Taylor Piper, and Mary Suthens. And these are premium insurance, I assume. Yeah. Some premium insurance already paid, previous balance, payments, and installment fee to set up the monthly payment, and then the current balance, what they owe for the year. I don't know if it's easy to pay for the auto insurance just one shot, or pay it. I pay it every month. I don't know if it's easier that way, or just pay the whole thing, the whole payment. I have never paid the whole payment. I always pay monthly. You know, I believe that if you don't get into an accident, you never need that insurance. You know, they should give you the money back. I have paid for so many years. I have never gotten into an accident at all, or a ticket. My record is clear. Never had a ticket in my 30-something years. No more. I'm 60, so I started driving at 17. So do the math. In my 43 years of driving, I have never gotten a ticket. They should give me the insurance free.
You should get a ticket so you can feel the experience.
so they can increase my. No, I still pay probably the same as everybody. It's a scam. Insurance is the worst thing. I have never used the stupid insurance, and all these years I've been paying it.
That means that you're a very good citizen.
No, it means that I've been making somebody rich.
Probably you just don't drive too much.
No, I do. Well, when I was living in Cat City and I was working in Coachella, I had to drive what many miles? About 30 miles every day.
Yeah.
For how many years? 3 years I lived there. And then I don't do it anymore because we're doing it online. But I used to drive every. No, when I was working there, I would drive to the adult school also from Cat City because I would get off at 2 from my high school job, and then we'll go home for a couple of hours, and then head back to the adult school. So that was, for a lot of mileage. But they don't give you discounts, so they say they do, but I don't think so. I think I pay the same as anybody else. I guess the only thing that really affects if you do good is your credit, because the insurance, I don't think it affects you at all.
I think using the DMB, isn't it?
Um, yeah, well, but I mean, it doesn't lower my insurance. Is my point. There's one. Those of you who are my age, 50. I think it's 50 and older. You can do a driving test. They call it. It's a safety driving test, and I'm not on if all the insurance, give you like it's supposed to be like a 10% discount on your insurance premium insurance. If you pass the test is very simple. So it's kind of like a defensive driving test.
Well, they always recommend also that pretty much every year or 2 years change insurance
Hmm.
so you can have a better price. And I
Hmm.
have insurance for about 3 years, and then I just decided to make that move. And I
Hmm.
was paying $200 for two cars, and then I just make a move just to see if that was true. And yeah, I ended up with 135 with a better coverage.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me! 'Cause I think I paid more than that. I paid 190, but there's three people insured: myself, my wife, and my son, and two cars.
Yeah, so the trick is you know, every year or 2 years, make a move to a different insurance, and they always gonna give you a better deal.
So if you tell me, you know what, I found another insurance, because that works sometimes. Like that works on the, they used to work well, it works on the cellular companies. If you tell your cellular company, you know what, I'm gonna move. Oh no, no, we give you 3 months free if you stay
Yeah.
with us. They do those little deals. But insurance, and I kind of like did that the last year with my insurance. Um, I have a farmers insurance, and they did lower because I used to pay 250, and I'm paying 190 this year. So it did go down 40 something dollars. But see, how many people are insuring on your insurance? Just yourself?
No, me and my wife.
Okay, so I've seen it, with us, it's my son. He's 25, so he's a high risk driver, even though he doesn't have any tickets, but still considered a high risk driver. So 190, I pay 197 or 195. And see, the thing is, I have also the what is it, the homeowners insurance with them too. So and to switch, it'd be like a big big move. But just to scare him, you say, just to scare him, like, look, if you don't lower my premiums, I'm going to somewhere else. Sounds like a good deal. How are we doing with this? Give you a few minutes because this is and it's already 7. If you want to take a break, if you're done, or you want to take a quick break, we can do that. I'm not going nowhere. I'm going to stay here because if you're copying it from my screen, I can even make them a little bigger. Let me zoom in a little bit more. This is more zoom in. There. There are just huge, the names. All right, so we'll take a little break. As you guys are copying that.
Mr. Vasquez, I'm gonna have to complete this tomorrow because I need an adapter for my computer.
You're running out of power?
No, I just need an adapter for the internet.
Oh, okay.
My Lenovo doesn't have the right size of for the cable,
Uh-huh.
so I need the little tiny one. So they said I need an adapter.
Oh, I see. Okay.
So I'll finish all of this. I'm writing it down as we're going, so then I can
What-
watch it.
What kind of adapter? I don't know if I might have one.
An Etherware adapter, he said.
Ethernet for the internet?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, those come with, I have a bunch of those. Let me show you. This is something like this. I can't exit the screen because I think Jorge is copying from my screen. But yeah, I know what you're talking about. Let me send you send you one that I think it fits that one.
Okay. I can just pick it up at Staples or Walmart, right?
Yeah. They're not really expensive. I don't know how much they are, to be honest. Maybe $10.
Okay. I'll get it today right after class.
All right.
Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Um, you know what? On my laptop, I'm not able to use the keyboard on the right side of the keyboard where the numbers are. I
You know
can just
why? Let me tell you
what
why. Because
what
you have to, if you look at carefully on the keyboard, you have to press the function key to access that.
function what?
Yeah. You notice that the numbers have like a special color. What color are the numbers on that part? If you see the little numbers there, I think on the K, L, in that area. You see them?
On top of the keyboard?
Now on the keyboard, if you look at your keyboard, you'll see the numbers like in a different color from in different size from the letters K. I think it's on K, uh, L, somewhere right there. Look in that area and see if you see little numbers.
Because my keyboard, it doesn't light up. I don't know if it's another function that is off. But,
Uh,
uh,
yeah, no, and also on the top, do you see the numbers on top like the regular keyboard or no?
I have numbers on top that is from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
No, not those numbers. Those are the function numbers. No,
Okay.
below that, do you see any other numbers? 1 through 0?
Yeah.
What color they are? They're the same color as the other ones?
It's whole keyboard it's the same because nothing light up.
No,
So,
because sometimes on laptop
oh, you
keyboard.
mean like a color? Oh, okay. Let me see. Let me put a little bit of light on that. Let me see if I can see any color. I'll do it with my cell phone. No, they're the same color.
Okay, so and if you press them, what happens? That they don't. You can use those numbers.
Yeah. So there's another one next to backspace that is like two arrows in blue, but that's the only key that has a different color. There's like an arrow to the right and arrow to the left together, and it's in blue.
Yeah, and you notice on the bottom of your the keyboard on the where next to the Alt and to the Control key, there's a key that says Function Fn. You see, that's the one you have to press in order to um to access that part.
Okay, which one you said?
It's somewhere on the bottom of the keyboard next to the space bar. It will have a key that says Fn for function.
Okay, let me see. Oh yeah, that one.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Sometimes you have to press that one to access the numbers, but I don't know if you need to do that.
Yeah, function, and then I press the numbers and no, no, it's not doing it. But I guess I'm gonna have to Google it. I got it. I did it.
All right. Yeah, there's a lot of them, a lot of customers.
Actually, it was first FN, and then after that, conjunction with number lock, and that
Yeah,
is
yes.
it.
You can actually do the volume, the even the light, you know, the what is it, the brightness and darkness of your screen, a bunch of stuff with the function key.
When I joined you guys with the with this class, I think I missed already like probably the first 4 weeks. Um, in order to complete that, how did that work?
How to complete the what?
Because when I joined you guys already started the program like probably like 3 weeks. So how did I can complete those 3 weeks that I missed in the beginning?
But the textbook, that's why you need the textbook because it's we started on Excel. If you can follow the textbook, it will be really easy. We did every exercise on the textbook, and starting on with Excel.
Oh,
Uh,
okay. So just basically just log, do it by myself basically.
I can send you the videos of what we did. Yeah.
Okay.
So that way, because I think we have videos for every week. So I just
Okay.
it was when you go to watch the video, the last video from last, what is it, from Tuesday. If you stay on the page, you can click and it shows you the other videos because that's my channel that
Oh,
I'm
okay.
using. You'll see all the videos there. Um, I'm sure it gives you access to all the videos there. Um, it's the same link basically has all the other videos. All right.
I got a question.
Yeah.
Are you familiar with the Samsung tablets? Can I do anything like we're doing here on the tablet, like making invoices and all that stuff using Excel?
Can you do what? I didn't get it. Can you do what?
Like an invoice or, you know, um,
Yeah,
or the stuff that we're doing in here in a
yeah,
tablet.
yeah. It's because it's all done online. It's the same thing. You'll have access to the office online. It's exactly the same thing. You can use your tablet, or you can use your computer. Of course, it's easier using a computer or a laptop to do all this. And
Yeah, because I have a really hard time trying to do it on a, and I haven't been able to figure it out on the tablet.
Mhm.
It's I can read it, but I can make changes, but I just can't do the whole thing in there.
You can do, but it takes more effort because tablets are not designed for this. They're designed for games, for watching videos, for little things. They're not what we call computers for productivity. They're not for productivity. They're mostly for entertainment.
Oh, okay.
Like a cell phone. I think some of my students want to do all the work on their cell phones, and they have a hard time. They're also always asking me questions, and I tell them, see, a cell phone is to make calls and just entertain yourself. It's not designed to do work because you'll have a hard time doing it. Same thing with the tablets. They're
Yeah,
entertainment.
yeah, I do have a really hard time trying to
Yeah,
figure
they're,
it
they're
out.
entertainment devices. They're not for productivity, not to produce stuff. To produce stuff, you need a laptop or a computer. Even a laptop, I find it hard. That's why I do most of my work on a desktop computer. Laptops are a little tricky too, but I do have one and I use it all the time. So that's how I know all those little tricks about the function key and things that you can do with it. All right, let's continue with this class. We're done with that part, inputting all the names. So that's gonna be step number. Let me go back. That's step number 4, barely. And then we want to do 5. Use the following formulas to determine the installment fees on column D and the current balance in column E for the first customer. Copy the formula down through the remaining customers. So let's do the formula for the first customer. All right, so it says to go to cell D4. So here's D4. Oh, we already have this information. Yeah, we have that information. Mm. Oh, but we're not supposed to have it. So let me do this thing here. All right. So let me, because we already have that, but it has to be a formula. I forgot about that. I typed the whole thing. So we should have only payments and balances. This was where is meant to be. Uh, we should have only 2 columns. So if you want, because the other ones is just the part of what we're gonna do. Go ahead and delete these
So
columns.
we erase those.
Yeah, delete install, erase installment fees, and also delete current balance, because that's gonna come out of these 2 amounts, out of the balance and the payments. Okay. I forgot about that. I just copied the whole thing really really fast, and I made a mistake. Okay, my mistake. So again, on this one, don't forget we just need these 2. We need balance and we need payments. From those 2, we're gonna figure out the other one. Okay. That's how they want it. Let me see. Let me make sure that I have it correct. So it says previous balance and payments. Yeah, that's all we need. Previous balance and payments. All right, so let's see how we're gonna get the thing. So first, for the installment fee, this is what we're gonna do in cell D4, right here. Look at the formula for that. We're gonna do 1% times the previous balance. So we're gonna put 1, and then the percentage, all right, and then the time symbol, a little star, and then we're gonna put the previous balance. We don't have to type it. We just click right here. Look at. Oops, wait a minute. We have to put the equal sign first. Sorry. So the equal sign. Equal sign first, 1%, and then the times symbol, and then the previous balance, which is this number. So all you have to do is click it. Okay. So I have to do it that way. Otherwise, it's not gonna work. So we'll press enter, and then we'll fix that later. Okay. So that's what is the 16.01 that we were seeing earlier. on when I copy the thing. All right. And it says to the current balance. So the current balance is going to be this. I'm going to put equals previous balance. So you just click right here, which is B4, and then minus payments. So minus the payments right here, and then plus installment fee, plus the installment fee, which is this right here. You press enter, and that should give us the amount. $1,544 with 58 cents if we round it off. That's it. That's all we need. This tool right here. So let me do it again. The formula, delete it and do it again. The formula is equals 1%. So that's how much they charge. 1% of the previous balance. Okay, no se me salió. 1% times, I'm sorry, times. Oops, Shift 8 on my computer. And then the previous balance, which is B4. I press enter, and there it is. Okay, and this one, the formula for this is also equals the previous balance first. So you just click on this, and then minus the payments, which is this right here, and then plus the installment fee. So that's the formula for that. You press enter, and it's 1544 57 72, but it's 58 really once we round it off. It says to copy this formula. So what I have to do is drag this little thing right here. Look at to copy the formula. I'm gonna drag this little button right here and click it, hold it down, don't let go, and then start going down. And there it is. Do the same thing for this one. Click on right here and then drag it down. And that copies the formula, so I don't have to repeat it. Look at, if I double click, it shows me that I'm doing this. See, 1% B5, 1% B6, 1% B7. See, it copies the formula. 1% B8, 1% B9, B10, 11, and 12. Same thing right here. Yes.
Teacher, can you do the current balance number, letter E, please? The first one, please.
The first one, the current balance for this?
I already did that one, the other one, the current balance. It's equals, and then?
It's equals, and then B4. Minus C4.
Oh.
Plus D4.
Just a minute.
It's right there on the screen, look at that. I'm leaving it on the screen. So the formula is that.
Ya, pero acuérdese que el mío no lo puedo agarrar como ustedes. Espérenme. Okay, I got it.
So B4 minus C4 plus D4.
¿Y todos van a ser igual?
We're just gonna copy the formula. When you copy the formula, ya se hace solo. So B5 minus C5 plus D5.
B4.
Yeah, copy the formula, Lupita, and then you should be able to just drag it down.
Minus C4. Yes, I la llevo.
Plus D4.
Plus D4. Yes.
Plus D4.
Okay. Enter.
Press enter. See what you get.
15.
44. And then 57.72.
1544.5772.
That's good.
You said?
Yeah, copy the formula all the way down, and that should do it.
Okay, thank you.
All right.
Thank you.
So we're done with that will complete step number 5. It's 13 steps, so we have a few more steps to go. Okay. How's everybody doing? Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
So let's continue. Now determine, this is number 6. Determine the totals in row 13. So we just have to total this. And remember, we have to use what? The auto sum button to make it really easy.
Mhm.
So the auto sum button is right here. Look at, just gonna point at it right there. But you have to be on the cell where you want the total to be put. So we want the total right here for the previous balance. So I'm gonna go auto sum, not do anything other than press enter. There, 9,870 with 38 cents. And if I check before I continue, I'm gonna check on the thing. Yes, exactly. Well, yes, exactly. From the next one, I'm gonna do the same thing. Click right here. I'm gonna do auto sum and press enter. And then
Teacher,
I'm looking at it. Let me look at this. $1,669 with 67 cents. Exactly the same.
yeah. Teacher, I'm sorry.
Mhm.
I don't have the arrow sum. Only I had to press, can I use formula?
Uh, but the formula, a ver, is
Let
sum.
me do, because my tablet don't show that.
You know what? Yeah, that's the problem with tablets. That's what I was telling the Jorge. Those things are not for this. So it's really
Okay,
hard to find things because he
can I,
reduces the size of the screen, so you don't see all the options.
no,
But I-
and that's 100%, not 120. It's 100%, but I can do, I, I can do it more smaller.
uh-huh.
I'm gonna try to,
Maybe no, Lupita. You know how you can see probably more if you there's a trick on the iPads. Let me show you what you need to do. In order to see the whole menu, you have to do this. Look at that on your iPad or tablet. You're gonna go in the menu. It's right. Notice where I'm at right here. Look at what I'm gonna do here because this is something good for everybody to know. There's a little thing right here. You're using Google Chrome or whatever browser you're using. If you go right here, look at to this section. Show you right here.
where?
There's a button
Oh,
somewhere on yours. See, mine is different because mine is a computer. But on the tablet,
oh,
you click on the button and it brings up this menu. And there's a little part that says um, request desktop. You see it?
oh,
It says request
okay.
desktop something. That will
Let
make
me, let me,
find the menu
let me,
first for us.
okay.
And this is for everybody. This is a good thing to know because I've seen people that have the same problem when working on this. Let me just remember exactly what it says. It depends on the browser you're using, but on Google Chrome and my computer is not gonna show it, but on yours it says desktop site. Either request
Can I,
desktop site or it says desktop site. If you press that little box, it will make the page like if you were using it on a desktop computer, and now you can see everything. If you can find it, if not, don't worry about it. 'Cause,
thank you, teacher. I got
yeah,
it.
it makes your tablet simulate a desktop. Like if you were on a
Yeah, I
desktop,
got it. I got it.
and then you can see everything.
Okay. I'm gonna do
Auto
the
sum.
balance
Uh-huh. Let's
balance
do the auto
out
sum on each one. All right, so let me continue with the auto
sum
sum. And then
and
press
enter.
mhm. Same thing right here. Auto
Yes.
sum.
Yeah.
Mr.
That's
Vázquez, disculpe, ¿dónde le hizo press para que le enseñe todo?
Eso son nomás en los cell phones y
Laptop.
en las iPads or tablets. Es,
teacher.
es un botón, espérame, Lupita, es un botón que le hace uno clic
Ah, ok.
en una cajita que dice desktop site. Sometimes dice, depends on el browser. En otros browsers dice request desktop.
Desktop site.
Ujú.
A decirle a Yoli, porque Yoli
Y tiene
tiene.
un cuadrito, es un cuadrito como una little box. You click on the box and then it changes the page. It makes it look like you're on a regular computer. Le quita
Oh,
los features de la iPad. iPad and phones, and no let's say iPad, tablets in general, and phones in general do not display the websites correctly. They're
Oh,
designed to
okay.
only display certain part of the website.
Uh-huh.
So
Oh,
that's why they're not the same thing.
uh-huh.
But
Thank
if
you.
you press that button, it will give you the like you will make your computer your tablet like if it was a computer, a regular computer.
I
Okay.
got everything, teacher. Thank you. No,
No, it's
mine
really good.
with
Yeah,
the
Yoli,
Jackie,
mande.
where the your picture is in the right side on the top of the corner.
Ajá.
Okay, there's three puntitos over there.
Mhm.
3
Sí.
points.
Ajá.
Click on that one. Click on that one.
No, yo estoy en una desktop, pero Yoli tiene una laptop y le quiero enseñar a
Oh,
Yoli. Para cuando
okay,
te
okay,
enseñe,
okay.
le voy a enseñar para que pueda ver todo.
Bueno,
Okay.
en el laptop no necesariamente lo hace. En el laptop sí le da desktop. Es
Oh, sí.
en las tablets.
Ah,
Tablets y
iPads.
cell phones. Cell
Ah,
phones and tablets, because the screen is smaller, pues.
okay.
Okay, so let's continue. So
Thank you.
that was number 5, we said? No, number 6. So we're ready for number 7 now. It says determine the average, minimum, and maximum values for the cells B14, B16, and for the range B4 to B12. And then copy the range B14, B16 to C14, E16. Wow, es un montón de cosas. Let's start with determining the average, minimum, maximum for cell B14 to B16. So let's start with those cells. B14,
Number 7.
that's number 7. So let's start with B14. We're going to determine the average of this, okay, the average for this balance. So this is how we do this. We don't have to do anything other than click on make sure you select B14. Like I'm right here, I click on it. I'm gonna click on function. This little FX that you see right here is the function, insert function feature. This will bring up this little window that you see on my screen. From this window, you should see the average right there. I see my average right there as my second option. I'm gonna click on it and then click OK. All right. All I have to do at this point is highlight the range B4 to B12. That's where the balances are. So I'm gonna highlight them. Notice how I did B4 and then colon B12. All I have to do is close the parentheses at this time. And I'm done with the average. If you want to type it, you can type it equals average and then parentheses B4 colon B12 and then close the parentheses and that will give you the average for the balance. Okay. I'll leave the formula there for a little bit and then you guys can do that. All right. I press enter and it didn't do it. What in the world happened here? Oh, there it is. It took a while. Notice my computer just got really slow. It took a while, but there is 10, and I'm gonna check on the textbook just to make sure that I have the correct 109671 exactly. Okay. I have to round off the numbers, but I'm gonna do that on one step further down. All right, so there it is, and then the next one says to do the lowest. So the lowest is kind of like the same thing. I'm gonna go to function, and the lowest is called the minimum, MIN, minimum. So I'm gonna click OK, and then I'm gonna do the same range, B4 to B12. Close the parentheses. So that's the formula there. Equals min, MIN for minimum or smallest or lowest, B4 colon B12. The colon stands for meaning from B4 all the way down to B12. That's what I'm trying to get the lowest amount. I'm gonna press enter, and my lowest amount by looking at it should be 477. There is 477.11. Right. So the next one is the highest amount. So again, I'm gonna go function, and the highest is the max. I click OK. And I can just type it. If you have a hard time doing the formula, the function, you can just type it like that. Make sure you put the equal sign first, and then the word max, then the parentheses, and then B4 colon to B12. Close the parentheses, press enter, and your number should be, which is the largest amount there, 1253.88. That should be the one. Oh no, I'm sorry, 1600, the first one. 1672 cents. All right, so we have all the formulas there. Yeah. Now it says to then copy the range B14 B6 to B16 to C14 and E16. So we have to just copy this again. I think we can highlight them all. I think it copies all that all in one shot again. If I drag this over here, see that? Notice how I did it? Let me do it again. So I can do one at a time by doing this as one. And then the next one. I can do one at a time like that, or I can highlight them all and just drag them. Drag this all the way down to E. And it will do just all of them at the same time. I'm gonna make sure that I have all the correct amounts. 185.52 is correct. 1097 correct. 922. Yeah, it does it that way. It's easier, and you do all of them in one shot. I'll repeat it again.
I do by one.
You can do one by one. It's good. It's a good practice.
Yeah.
In this one, you can highlight them all three and drag them, and it will do all three all the way down to E 16.
Yep. Yep.
So now we'll complete step number 7. I think it was
7.
7. And now we're ready to format the numbers. So that's the next part. But if you want me to repeat all this again, I can do that. If not, don't forget we have the video. So. We got enough time to almost complete it all. Yeah, it's a lot of steps. This thing has a lot of steps. That's why I said it's a good exercise. There's so many steps to complete that is good. All right, so that completes step number 7, 8. Number 8, no? Is what we're gonna do. Format the numbers as follows. A, assign the currency style with a floating dollar sign to the cells containing numeric data in the ranges B4 to E4 and B13 to E16. Okay, so let's start with that one. B4 to E4. So this is B4 right here, all the way down to E4. Because remember, I always tell you that the first amount has to have the dollar sign, accounting format, and then also the total. So let's do that one first. And all you have to do is go right here to the general. You click on the general thing, and then you go to accounting. There it is. Let me just put a little arrow. So general, and then you click on the little arrow to go to accounting. Actually, you click on this arrow. See that? To go to the accounting.
Okay.
So when I click it, look at what happens. Click. See, it adds the dollar sign and it adds the 2 decimal places. Instead of having all those decimal places that we had before, it only leaves 2. So it rounds off the cents. Okay. So, and also we're gonna do the same thing to B13 to E16. So this is B13 and E16. Usually you do it for the first amount and for the total. Same thing. We go to general, we go to accounting. You click it, and notice how it changed everything? Really
Can
nice.
those be done both at the same time?
No, not on the online version. You can do it on the Excel, you know, a regular Excel program, but not on the Excel 365. This is called Office 365, the online version, unless you pay the premium. But you know, no need to pay the premium. It's no big deal. You can do one at a time.
Right.
All right, so there it is. So we did the first one and the total. That completes step 8. I mean, yeah, number 8 and step A. So now we're ready to step B. On the step B says assign a number style with 2 decimal places and $1,000 separator, meaning the comma, with no dollar sign, to the range B5 to E12. So we start right here, B5 to E12. There it is. So this section right here, all we have to do is set the comma style. The comma does the same thing. Comma separates, gives you $1,000 comma separator, and it rounds off the cents to 2 decimal places. Because right here on the balance, look, it have a bunch of decimal places, 4. So this is going to round it off to 2 only. So in this one, we just do the comma style right here, look, the comma style. See that?
Yeah.
Once I click away from it, you can see it. See, it round off all the cents now. We don't have all those crazy numbers.
Yes.
And then also to separate to the range B5 E12. So there it is. I don't know why I'm not doing the bottom one too. The average, lowest, and highest. Then we're gonna do it eventually. No, it doesn't say.
Yes.
I don't know if I skipped that step.
No,
On the
Let me check on the.
on the monthly expenses file, you did it. You did it at the bottom.
No, I know that's what we're supposed to do. So we should do it too.
On average and on highest.
13 to 16.
Yeah,
B13 to
it says to do the currency. No, what does it say then?
number 2 decimal. And number 8, we had to do this. We do before to E. Oh, no, I'm sorry.
That's 14.
B13.
Oh yeah, B13 to
E16.
E16. I missed it completely.
Yeah.
So the same currency, dollar sign, and all that, we'll have to do it for B13 to E16. Okay. So this highlight this right here, and then we're gonna do the
Comma?
does it say the comma or it says the no, it says to do the accounting also with the dollar sign. So we do the accounting for that. Because if you notice on the next page, on the previous page, it has a dollar sign too.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm. But the dollar sign is not that dollar sign. It's this other one. Look at the currency. And it's not the accounting. It's the currency. See that one.
Oh.
Notice how the dollar sign is closer to it. If we do the accounting, look at. Let me show you here. If you do the accounting, the dollar sign is separated. If we do the dollar sign, the currency, the dollar sign is next to it. So, and I'm looking at the picture they have. Is the currency, not the accounting.
Yeah, it's true.
But here's his currency style.
Oh, so we do currency.
Well, on this section, currency, I guess. And on this one, it says to, I guess we have to do it this way in more numbers format. I think that's how they wanted us to do it. The counting and the symbol should be, oh, there it is. Dollar sign, 2 spaces.
Thousands of with not currency with no dollar sign.
Yeah, because when we do currency, look at the dollar sign is next to it. And I'm looking at the picture, the dollar sign is next to it. But the other forms that we've done, the dollar sign is way separated. If you notice the previous one, dollar sign is separated because that's the way it's supposed to be.
Oh,
That's why I'm a little bit off. No, let's leave it just the way we have it. I think is right. We're only gonna change this one, the ones on the bottom, because these amounts I know for a fact that there's always like this. The first row of numbers and then the total. They're always like this. And this one can be just like that with the currency format. Mhm. All right. So that will complete 8. Now we're ready to do 9. That's where we do the conditional formatting. A little tricky thing that we did in the past, conditional formatting. So let's go ahead and do 9. Use conditional formatting to change the formatting to white font and orange background in the cell range of D4 to D12. All right, so D4 to D12. All right, so it contains the value greater than 10. Let me show you how to do the conditional formatting. So we go right here, conditional formatting, and then we're gonna go greater than, see? Highlight cell rules, greater than. You click on that, it's gonna open up a little window, and we're just gonna put the number 10. It says to do the yellow fill with the dark yellow text. That's okay, we can change it to light, but let's do it dark right now. So yellow fill with dark yellow text, right? So 10, yellow fill with dark yellow text. Let me do it again. So you highlight this, you go to conditional formatting right here, and we're gonna select the first options, highlight cell rules. The rule is greater than, and they want us to put 10.
okay.
And right here, we can use yellow fill, the yellow fill with dark yellow text. As soon as I click on, okay, look at what's gonna happen. Manage rules, maybe later. To view manage conditional formatting rules in this workbook, you can go to manage rules. Okay. Well, let me see where you can do manage rules. Oh, it's right here. But it doesn't give you any options, just if you want to delete it or anything.
What color? Yellow?
Yeah, they want us to pick the yellow, but the colors inside, they want us to make it. Well, on the textbook, it has a white. But those look even better brown. So I'm going to leave it like that.
I'm gonna check. I'm gonna click on yellow fill with dark yellow text.
Yeah,
Okay.
so you'll have it like that. And if you look on the previous page, the previous page is white. That's what Jackie was telling me. But I think this one looks better, Jackie.
Okay.
Yeah.
Brown and yellow looks better.
Stands out more.
So that's number 9. And it says change the worksheet name from sheet 1 to loan balance and set the color to be orange. Remember how we do this? It's this right here. Right over here, see? You can double click on that, or you can right click and then select tab rename. Go rename first. Or you can just click two times really fast with it. 1, 2, and bring up this little window that says rename sheet. Or you can go right click, rename, and they want us to change the name sheet tab to sheet 1 to loan balance. Loan balance.
Loan
Loan balance, okay.
So you make it bigger. Long balance.
And then we click OK, and the new name will appear. See that? Instead of sheet 1, now it says loan balance. The next thing, they want us to apply a color, a tab color, they call it. All you have to do for this.
Can you repeat that part before you going into the other one?
Yeah, so you can just two clicks, Jorge, two clicks right here, and it brings up this window that you see in front of it. That's where you're gonna put the new name, loan balance.
Loan balance, okay. 2 times.
We have 10 minutes. We should complete this. We're almost there. We're almost done.
Um, I can't see what I'm supposed to be clicking on the bottom.
There's the tab where it says sheet one on the letters.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
Click twice.
Two times, really fast.
Okay. And then put low balance.
Loan balance. Okay, we click OK. And then now we're ready to put the color. You just have to right click this time and then go to tab color. And they want us to use what color it says here, or orange. Orange is standard color, so this right here is the orange. This right here, which is standard colors, as the third one on the list.
And where do you click for that?
You right click this time, one click with the left button and select tab color. And see, it looks really nice because it is supposed to match the rest of the sheet.
Down. Hold on, down. Yeah.
All right, so on number 11 says to change the worksheet header. We don't have access to the header, so we're gonna leave that alone. But let me show you something else here. For the Aylin insurance and premium analysis, it has a color. So let's apply I think it's a red color, no? So this is how we're gonna do. Highlight this too. And you go to the color text color right here. See text color, you see where I'm clicking? Font color. And we can use the red. I think it's red. Looks red like a light red. Maybe this red. Oh, this is not red. This is dark red. So it's the light red. See that? Okay. Same thing for the customer current payment and installment fee. We can make it red again.
Dark red or light red?
No, just a regular red.
Okay.
So we
Okay.
change this too and change this also.
Oh, that one too? Okay.
Mhm.
Same color?
Huh?
Same color, red?
Red. Oh, the heading
Customer?
and the titles are red.
Okay.
One other
Okay.
thing that I see here, but no, I'm not gonna. It's orange in these lines. We can see. I don't know if it will change it. Let me see if we can do orange. Let me see if it does the orange. Oh no, it doesn't because it's All right, let me show you how I changed this thing. Notice that on the textbook it has this kind of like orange.
Yeah.
Let me show you how I did this. All right, we already have the borders here because we selected the total style.
It's kind of-
Now, if we highlight this, look at, and I go over here where it says font, borders. See, it's a very tiny little square right here. You barely see it right here. See that? Those are the borders. So look at what I'm gonna do here. When I click on the little arrow, I'm gonna select first the color. We can do the orange. This is the orange. I click on the orange first, but it's not gonna change yet because I have to select the borders again. And the borders are this right here. It's called the top and double bottom border. Top and double bottom border. Top and double bottom border. When I click it, look at now because I selected the orange first and it changed to orange. Look at just like on the textbook.
Oh, wow.
You see
And
that
you know,
now? I'll do it again. Let me do it again because
I did it, but I didn't select the borders again. That's why it didn't turn that
yeah,
color.
it doesn't change. Yeah, that happened to me right now. So you
Uh-huh.
highlight it first.
Yeah.
You go to the borders, the little arrow. Select the color first. So I want to select orange. Selected. I go back again one second time, but this time I'm gonna select the top and double bottom border. That's the total top and double bottom border. I'll click it and I click away from it to see what happened, and I see now the color that I had applied, which matches the formatting, the conditional formatting, and also matches the sheet color right here.
What was the color that you selected?
Yellow.
I selected the orange.
Oh,
The orange color first, and then went back and selected the border. Let me show you where. So the border color, put a couple of arrows here. That way, if you watch the video again, you'll see where it's at. So, but from here, we select the color first. I selected this color, and then the border. Is this border right here, double bottom border. So click on those two, and you get the nice yellow color that you see on the textbook.
For some reason, mine didn't change, and I probably did something wrong.
No, do the color first, and then go back again and do the double bottom border, the top and double bottom border, the one I'm pointing at right now on the screen. You have to do the color first, and then the border second. Okay.
Border color?
The border color, huh? Orange. It's at the very bottom where it says standard colors.
Okay.
And then now, once you click it, it's gonna close. Go back again, and now get the border.
Which is?
That one I'm pointing at is a double bottom border. It's the last row, row number 3, and the third one, the third column. Third row and third column. Click it and you should have the colors.
I don't know. I did something wrong. Didn't change the color. So.
Are you highlighting it though? You have to highlight them all first.
You probably
Otherwise,
didn't highlight it at the end.
yeah, you have to select them first. Select the 13 from what is that, A13 to E13.
Okay.
Now go and select the color first. But the color on the border, look at the border. It says border color.
Yeah.
Click on it, orange.
Yeah, I did.
Now go back to the borders again and select the border. The border that I'm pointing at right now, that you see on the screen. Look at my screen.
Okay, I got it.
All right.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's a little tricky, but you can get it done.
Yeah.
All right, so let's complete this thing. Let me do the last part here. We haven't even saved this. So we need to save it. Look at if you notice right here, it still has mine says book 5. Yours might have a different number of book, but it's okay. We can change this. We're gonna name it to just one click, and you can delete what's there, and then type the new name. The new name they want us to change to save it as save it. I'm on number 12. You're gonna save it using the file name Lab 21 Aylin Insurance Premium Analysis. So it's gonna be called Lab 1. Lab 1. No, Lab 2. Lab 2. What happened? No fue para otro lado. So let me go back here. Lab 2 And then 2-1. Aylin. Aylin. Insurance premium analysis.
Yeah.
All right. Just click anywhere else and that's it. The new name should stay there. Okay. Now, if you want to have a copy, it's already saved automatically, saved to the OneDrive. If you want to save an extra copy to your folder, you can do so by going to the file, save as, and then put it in your folder.
Sure.
And the way we just did right now is automatically saved to the drive, to the OneDrive.
Lovely. This is. Yeah.
Mhm.
Analysis. Yes.
All right, class, it's 8 o'clock exactly. Good job. Everybody will finish exactly on time.
Yes.
All right, so
Share it with
yeah, well, not yet because you know what? We have people that haven't completed this thing yet. So we'll wait because we have a
Okay.
few people absent today that I know they're gonna, they're gonna want to complete it. And don't forget on Tuesday we don't have time today, but on Tuesday when we come in, we're gonna do that little review, okay? We have a couple of reviews that we need to do, and I didn't get a chance to do it this time. All right, let's go ahead and save it. See you guys on Tuesday. Have a nice weekend. And let me
Thank you,
stop it
Mr.
here.
Vasquez. Have a
No,
good
thank you.
day.
Thank you guys for being here. See you guys on Tuesday. Okay.
Thank
Okay,
you.
thank
Good
you. Have a
night.
good night.
Thank you.
Night.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Night, Lupita.
Bye, sister.
Bye.
Thank you. Thank you for
Bye.
your help. Bye.
No, you're welcome. So we're going on 5, 4, 3, 2,
Two.
1, and 0.